Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Healthier Choices Management Corp with ticker symbol HCMC. I'm going to be talking about their latest news, so let's get straight into the news. If we check out their current lawsuit situation on pacermonitor.com, the link will be in the description. We can see that on 10th of March, I apologize for this glitch text, it's my weird language. We can see there's been a 11th amendment of General Order 2021. I don't know if that's right pronounced, but there's some news from today, and yesterday there's a joint motion for extension of time, so of time to file response and reply to defendant's motion to dismiss. So firstly, I'll go quickly through the news from the 9th of March, because you most likely have heard about this, but you most likely haven't heard about today's news, and I'll cover them more in depth. So let's go quickly through it. Now we have here, I'll put a link to it as well, some very good-hearted soul shared a screenshot of this SEC filing or this law filing where it's talking about their joint motion, because otherwise you need to have a paid subscription, and I don't have that, and I don't even know if it would let me because I'm not a US citizen, so others can see it for themselves. So if we see, it's nothing new, but the most important part here is that the current deadline for defendants to file their reply is March 25th, 2021, 15 days from now on. And the parties respectfully request that the deadline for Healthier Choices to file its response to be extended to March 22nd, and the deadline for defendants to file their reply will be extended to April 16. So here we have a good important date, but that's not all. As I said, today has been important news, and that there's been the 11th amendment. And what does it mean? If I just quickly Google up, and this is what popped up. It's from yesterday, so they've actually made this news in before they've announced it. And the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia has entered an 11th amendment to General Order 2021 that extends the suspension of jury trials through and including May 2nd, 2021 due to Rona, but allows for grand jurors to continue to be summoned and for grand jury proceedings to continue to be held. The amendment also allows prospective petty jurors to be summoned for trials scheduled to begin after May 2nd, 2021. So if you like to see more for yourself what is the 11th amendment, feel free to check it out. I'll just put a link in the description. As with the other links, I will not go through that because I'm not a lawyer. But to ensure us that this is relevant information, as we can see, the District Court, Northern District of Georgia, and if we check it on justia.com or Justia, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this website either, we can see that the court which takes place, this lawsuit, is from US District Court for the Northern District of Georgia, and if we check it out here, it all fits to the description. So that's about the latest news from the lawsuit. Now some more interest, some other details which you might have missed before, or others haven't mentioned it. The first one is that HCMC, or Healthier Choices Management Corp, finally made official Twitter website. So we can see it's at Healthier CMC, so if you want, give them a follow if you haven't done so already. And here is some welcome letter, so I'll not go through that because our time is precious. I'll just read that their CEO Jeff Holman is in charge of their Twitter account, which is good to see, and that he ensures the shareholders that this is HCMC's real Twitter page, and that's the welcome message. We can feel free to read yourself, and he gives out big thanks to all of the loyal shareholders. Another detail some of you might have missed is that there's an article on Microcap Daily, which is one of the more known websites for penny stocks, and it says that it's been getting a lot of serious traction because of the current lawsuit, and with Philip Morris involved in other lawsuits. Therefore they're it goes like hand in hand with publicity and more traction. Another curiosity is that there's a joint extension, what just we went through. There are some facts which might be overlooked. And then on March 9th, I believe, or 10th, there's been a block trades and in after hours. And you might be thinking, well, there aren't after hours or pre-market with penny stocks, but you are wrong. They are, but it's only for premium clients or like a big institutional clients. Casual mortals don't have access to that. It's only like super high class, with a lot of money. So if you have like $100 million in your pocket, well, you will most likely be in this spot. But if you are just a fellow mortal human being, you're most likely not trading penny stocks in pre-market or after hours, and that's a good point. And I've been bashed about it in the comment section once when I showed like that they're after hours, but they're somewhat balanced out. You know, it usually works out for like just transferring shares between institutions or somewhat. But you know, if you know more about it, just let me know in the comments below. But there's been block trades, and what block trade is a high volume transaction in a security that is privately negotiated and executed outside of the open market for that security. As I said, you know, pre-market, after hours, it is existing with the penny stocks, but you know, it's not for casual human beings. Major broker-dealers often provide block trading services, sometimes known as upstairs trading desk, to their institutional clients. And if we check out more screenshots, we can see that there's a big volumes happening after hours. There are plenty of. I'll put a link here as well, because I think this is hell of a curiosity to have a look at. And of course, shout out to Julian Saunders for providing us this very interesting and curious information, which I'll have to use in my videos, so definitely give him a follow if you haven't done so already. No, he didn't contact me or whatsoever. I just found it very interesting what he shares on his Twitter and his due diligence. So no, I'm not being paid by anyone, this is just my honest opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this update about HCMC. I tried to put as much information as possible in as short amount as possible. You know, I could go even more, I have more information to share, but I think I shared the most important information, I think. And you know, if there will be more news, I'll definitely cover it. But unfortunately, because I live in Europe, and if there's some news which happens like at 11 p.m. in US, it's like 3 a.m. in my country and I'm asleep. So I apologize if I'm a little bit late to the party, but I have not seen people covering today's news which happened or occurred on the 10th of March. I hope I brought you some value. If I did, definitely subscribe to the channel so don't miss out on any upcoming videos. As well as smashing the like button really helps me out to defeat the YouTube algorithm and get this video out to as many people as possible. Also, let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts and opinions. Are you upset because the curve is going to be delayed, and if it will take place, it's going to be taking place in May? Or do you believe they will somewhat settle before the May? I'm all ears. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.